Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2. It's going to be LiveWraith. He's back, a patron of Falcon Paladin for $10 a month, tier 2 at patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. He's an excellent dude and a pretty good StarCraft player. So it's going to be King's Cove, a TVP featuring LiveWraith and CHAMAN, not ChanMan. ChanMan is a GM player in the Americas region. Top left, it is LiveWraith. Bottom right, it is CHAMAN. Maybe he's a CHAMAN fan. All right, so a TVP from LiveWraith's perspective here today. He knows to wall off against adepts at the top of his ramp, so that is excellent. Maybe, and especially zealots, right? So zealot getting in rain base at a PvT is a bad time. So you're walling off against zealots and walling off against adepts here by this build. So there we go, supply depot into barracks here. It looks like we've been doing some build orders into another barracks. So 2 racks opening here from LiveWraith. Excited to see the aggression that is going to come from this build. So if you need, is this a Nexus first? A Nexus first versus a 2 racks opening in a PvT. CHAMAN, you're in a lot of trouble now. LiveWraith, scout, see the Nexus first. Know what you have to do. Just send out your Marines, throw down a bunker, bring a few SCVs, and bam. Punish it. Punish the greed. A 3 racks opening with gas. No, that is not gas. A 4 racks, no gas opening. So nothing but unupgraded Marines in the future for LiveWraith here. Whew, boy. So, again, if you're looking for a build order, check out lotv.spawningtool.com. They have a continually updated list of build orders for the current meta, no matter when the current meta is. What the We've got a gateway into double, triple, quadruple assimilator here from CHAMAN. This is not the most greedy build I've ever seen, but it is in the running. So the SCV says, you already have a Nexus here. Oh, okay. So you didn't see the Nexus, but these assimilators are a pretty good indicator that there is a Nexus in the natural. And there we go. Hurry, take a left, take a hard left. Excellent job avoiding those. Wow. These probes. A lot of lost mining time there for this one SCV. I think that's a win here from LiveWraith. And sending out unupgraded Marines. We have 7 Marines versus 0 attacking units here for CHAMAN. Oh, take down this pylon, take down this cannon, and you are home free, LiveWraith. Build order win. Oh yeah, cannon down, hurry. Take down this, take down the pylons. Depower these gateways. No, okay, fair enough. I guess you can attack the gateways, but there we go. Attacking the pylon. This zealot is dead, man. How many Marines to take down do you need to take down a zealot? A lot, and we have a lot here. 7. Bam. And once again, bam! And once again, a zealot pops out. Okay, and a cannon is done. Hurry, take down the pylon. Take it down. What the heck? Where did this zealot come from? And another zealot here. Hurry, keep making Marines. Hurry, take down that pylon. Take it down. Take down the pylon to depower these 2 gateways, and bam. So unpowered gateways. There are no more zealots coming up here. We're doing a run by past this cannon, and oh boy, we have injured Marines against probes, and probes do win, especially if the Marines do not have upgrades. Okay, so nice cleanup there by these probes. We are floating minerals here, or either throw down more barracks, or I guess double expand. Or I guess double expand. That seems fair enough. Holy smokes. This is an aggressive opening here. Nope, you cannot power your gateways. There are too many Marines for that to happen. Maybe throw down another gateway inside your main base where they are protected by cannons? Gateway down, and soon it will be a 0 gateway Protoss against a 4 Rexing Terran player. Make more Marines. Make more of them. More indeed. All right. So we're throwing up. There we go. Throwing up a gateway. Throwing up a cyber core. Cyber core was warped in before the gateway finished. Or the gateways were dead. And we're going home? This is 2. This is 2 cannons versus 13 Marines. I think we can do it. I think if we target fire, we can do this, LiveWraith. I believe. He's not doing it, though. He's not doing it. He's heading his Marines home. He's going to go ahead and throw a command center in his natural. Going to throw another command center at his third. Going to get his gas rocking. What are we doing with this? What are we doing with the gas? What are we doing with the extra bases? What's the play here? He's worried about DTs. I mean, in fairness, he doesn't know what's going on inside the main. Really? He hasn't been here for a minute. I guess he must have thrown down a scan to see that gateway. So he's definitely scanned. He sees what's up here. Why is there absolutely no mining going on inside the main base? Did all the probes go to the natural? All the probes went into the natural, I guess. So he's trying to resaturate that. It's 22 to 17 workers. But LiveWraith upgrading both his second and third CCs. Oh, just this one, I guess. Cancels that one. Going to float it on down. You can float an orbital. You can upgrade to an orbital before floating it down, which some people like to do, because then it gains the energy while it's floating down, and then you have maybe enough for an extra mule, depending on when it gets there. So factory tossing up here. This is some aggressive stuff. Or even a check-in for a third base that Protoss might have gone for. All right. So the Protoss has army units now. I mean, it's 20 Marines to 1 Adept. It's not exactly ideal, but he does have some cannons, which are pretty freaking good. Are we serious? Oh, never mind. When I said third base, what I meant by that was we're going to land this one here and upgrade it to a planetary, which seems a little bit unnecessary, but you know what? It's going to be really safe against any Adept harassment. Promise you that. Starport, cool. We are reactoring up the factory, so probably going to swap the reactor over onto the starport, get some medevacs going possibly. Some liberators would be pretty nice here too. Honestly, a siege tank against all of these cannons would be worth its weight in gold. Marine siege tank would really just crush this. If all we're dealing with is cannons and adepts and slow zealots, it's beautiful. Trying to take a base down here and actually hiding it successfully. Right? Did he see this Marine and kind of sneak around him and then expand down this way? That seems maybe possible what happened. Yeah, see the Adept? The Adept tried to get by, but guess what? Planetary Fortress, ultimate wall against Adept plays. This is not really recommended, but hey. It's a bit of an overkill play. He did swap it over. All right, cool. So let's see. Medevacs? Ooh, yes. Factory with the tech lab. What did I say about siege tanks earlier? What happened to all the SCVs? Why did we select all the SCVs? Did we put them all on minerals? He's like, what I need are minerals, not gas. I mean, right now, fair, I guess. Some more SCV production would be nice. There is none happening right now. Meanwhile, the Protoss is working on a probe and also working on stuff other than Adepts. He's got a robotics bay on the way. Twilight Council here, too. So, could be DTs, but honestly, with this whole bunker planetary missile turret thing, probably not. This little ring of turrets, yeah, getting inside the main base with War Prism is going to be a nightmare, too. So, turtling up for the most part here. Making those medevacs. Making siege tanks, but also SCVs would be really good. You are falling behind in economy, LiveWraith. You are falling down big time right now. 22 SCVs to 36 probes. I know mules are good. They're not that good. They really aren't. Additional gateways getting fired up here. CHAMAN spending his cash pretty well. I mean, he's only at 36 probes. It's not like, you know, he's on 2 bases, 3 bases fully saturated, and he's like, spending money is hard. I got to get 12 gates. No. He's basically on 2 mining bases, less than that. So spending your money in that situation is not that big of a deal. He does have an absolute butt ton of gas, though. Look how much gas the man has. Got gas coming out of his ears. 800 total gas for him. What is he using it on? Well, he could build some Colossus if he had the minerals for it. He doesn't. Okay, now we are going for a drop. I love drops. You know Falcon. I love drops. But when the Marines have no upgrades at all, no stim, no combat shield, it's a little bit less effective. It's much less effective of a drop. I don't feel great about it. If you can accidentally scout this base and kill it, that might actually be pretty incredible. But, hold on. I don't know if he accidentally scouted it, but he scouted it. Dude, seriously? Take that down. Or sure, unload right here, or we're not sure what to do. These guys stay down here. These guys boost into the main. Unupgraded Marines versus a cannon. Hey. Oh gosh, the extended thermal lance upgrade. There is a Colossus on the way, but I don't think that upgrade is coming anytime soon. Nope. Targeting the robotics bay. Ka-chow! Taking down the Twilight Council next. Why not? A Liberator shows up to cause some issues. Oh, he walks right into the Liberator circle. Oh, man. Those Stalkers straight up die. This is looking bad for CHAMAN. Who needs upgrades? You know, I have had quite a few casts recently where I'm like, boy, you should really get upgrades. You would have won that game if you'd had upgrades. But that is not what is happening in this game. This is looking great. Dude, he cannot kill the Colossus. The Liberator, do not kill the Colossus. He killed the Colossus with the Liberator. Oh my gosh. Unload more Marines. You have more Marines inside that medevac. Heal them up. Unload everybody or pick them. Choose one. Unload everybody or pick up everybody. Take this base down. Yes, coming back around to this guy. He knows this is here. He saved it for later as a treat. Are we getting there, lads? Not looking particularly great. All right, LiveWraith. I don't know what CHAMAN can do here. He can't make any more Colossus. He's going to make Immortals. He's got the tech for that, but Immortals are bad against Marines. Well, the +1 attack did finish for CHAMAN here. He's not working on anything else. No blink, no charge. He's getting a Dark Shrine. He says, when behind, you certainly must Dark Shrine. As your third base explodes in a fount of blue fire. Siege tanks in production. LiveWraith floating a bunch of cash, but has been microing over here for a while. Throwing up 1,000,000 starports. Are we trying to go mass battlecruiser here? Well, Tech Lab tells me probably. Mass Banshee could be fun too, but not quite as viable against Protoss. Seen it more against TERRAN, I would say, but also you need a fusion core for that. So if we're trying to go mass battle cruiser, is it Liberator? Is it? There are plans. There are plans for these 5 starports. I can feel it in my bones. What are they? I don't know. It's Banshees. And it's Liberators. Okay, so it is Banshee with Hyperflight Rotor. Okay, this is going to get interesting. I'm on board. Banshee Cloaks coming in here too. Oh, that's what all the tech labs are for upgrades. Look at this. Upgrades and Banshees alike. So a couple DTs show up, and let's see how long it takes for LiveWraith to realize this is happening. No scan yet. Not so much. Sending out a drop. With 3 medevacs and like 8 Marines. It's not the greatest ratio of Marines to medevacs, but that's all right. Okay, now, does he know? Does LiveWraith know? Dude, 3 Nexuses. 1, 2, triple expanding here as CHAMAN. With his army supply of 35. I don't know about this, man. There he scans, so he sees the DTs. He's got another scan available because he has two orbitals. There's the rescan. And there's the unupgraded Marines trying to handle the DT, but like, dude. This guy's only got 7 kills to his name. Boy, if these Marines had upgrades, it'd be nice. At least he's getting upgrades for something. Hyperflight Rotor and Cloak is not nothing. That counts as an upgrade. But this is looking bad. This is looking bad all of a sudden for LiveWraith. These expansions are looking fantastic for CHAMAN. We know he can make probes. Okay, he's only got 41 of them. Hasn't been making probes for a while, but he's got 4 of them at a time in production now. 4 at a time is exactly what we're talking about. Banshees swinging out. They're cloaking a little bit early, but that's okay. That's fine. Using Cloak is better than not using Cloak. This reminds me of the mission in Wings of Liberty where you have to basically destroy something and get an artifact on a planet that's been consumed by an exploding sun or something like that, and there's fire going across the map, and you use Banshees for it. Because they can fly, they can stay ahead of the fire, and they hit pretty hard against stuff. And yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like the Banshees might just be able to sort of pick off every one of these expansions that CHAMAN is going for. Got to kill his own gateway to get out of his base. Yeah, most of his stuff is here in the base because he's super hard-walled with these gates. Rookie mistake happens to everyone at one point or another. So we've got Liberators. Is this another planetary? It's another planetary at the front. Yeah, grabbed this command center that was the natural, footed it over here, landed, planetaried it, instead of just putting this here and planetarying it. I feel like that would be the same effect. Vikings on the way. Is that a Nion Pulse Crystals? Rika's got to kill his own cannon to get out of here, too. He's really blocked his dudes in. Psystorm is good against anything. Anything the enemy can do. Psystorm's going to be just fine. Maybe not against Mass Thor. Mass Thor, Psystorm is not particularly effective. But everything else that TERRAN can do, Storm's going to be useful. So this base lives, and this base is getting replanted, no problem, because LiveWraith just went home. He's worried about a counterattack of some kind. He's, like, expecting carriers? This is a lot of Vikings. This is 5 Vikings out. Really going Sky TERRAN here, which at this level I support. Not going to say no to it. Although I did just cast a game between Clem and Gumio that I posted last week, where Clem effectively went mass Viking against Gumio in a TBT. You'll have to check it out and see how it did, because it's one of the weirder things I've ever seen in a game of StarCraft. Okay, so we're building a new command center here for a third. You know, this planetary could have done that, but the planet, I mean, it couldn't be at the top of this ramp. If it was over here, could it? No, definitely not. What's the unupgraded marine stuff here at 16 minutes? Man, LiveWraith is committing to the bit. He's like, you know what? I didn't get upgrades for the Marines when I started the game. I'll be darned if I get upgrades for the Marines as we continue the game. Just little unupgraded Marines running around. You know, in numbers, they could put some work done. Oh my gosh, it is a fusion core. It's a fusion core for LiveWraith. He says, well, I've got all of these tech lab starports. Might as well make battle cruisers out of them, but I do need tech for that. Beyond the tech labs. You'd think the tech lab would be enough. And, you know, the name is Tech Lab. Technological Lab. Colossus is not going to be that useful, man. This is Sky TERRAN at its Sky TERRANist. Liberators, Banshees, Vikings, Medivacs for the 4 Marines that exist on the map right now. Whoever, look at this. Banshees invisibly working down the Nexus. Kaboom. And then pulling out, just being like, well, obviously there's 100 stalkers here to kill me, but there's really not. The Psystorm is a concern, yes, but LiveWraith just pretty much happy to kill a Nexus and just get the heck out of there. He really doesn't have any faith in his own capabilities, unfortunately. I mean, it's 87 to 57 army supply. It's 85 to 30 workers in favor of CHAMAN, which, whoa. Yeah, CHAMAN went from 30 workers to 87 pretty quick. He's really been on top of his probe production, which is amazing stuff. But to deal with this, you want Psystorm. I mean, Stalker Psystorm would probably handle this entire friggin' thing pretty easily, as long as you brought detection with you. Which, let's see how many observers are on the map. 3 of them. They're all right here. They're all right here. So, nope, Banshee is not getting in here anymore, they say. Battle cruisers operational. Getting a Flux Vanes upgrade. Making Void Rays. Void Rays against battle cruisers are great. Getting a mothership here too. CHAMAN says, you know, 2 can play at this Sky game. I can also build stuff that flies. I can also make a mothership, which you can't do actually, so never mind. Now this is a great base to take because you have to actively scout it. This is not in the path of anything else. If you attack to the other side of the map, you will not check this. So lower level players on King's Cove, honestly, go check, like, take that base as a ninja, and I guarantee you'll probably hang on to it. Another Nexus down. And, oh, hang on. The direction these probes are going should give us a hint. should hint us that something is up here. Oh, and there is! Hooray! Oh, this is great. This is great. Man, those probes gave it away. LiveWraith would have never checked. Would have never checked. Very funny. Finally, warping in some stalkers here. Not enough time to save the Nexus, obviously, but, you know, maybe you can fight at this point. So here is the fight. And Stalker's scary. Void Ray should be killed by the Vikings. There it is. Pretty easy pick off there if you ask me. So look, we've killed Nexuses today. 5 Nexuses have died. CHAMAN has lost 8,000 resources to 2,700 for LiveWraith. The advantage here for LiveWraith is big there, but the economy of CHAMAN is 97 probes. It is too many probes, is how many probes this guy has. He keeps replanting his Nexuses when they die, like a good player needs to, especially because the pattern is that LiveWraith kills a base and then just leaves. Like, no follow-up at all. Like, no, we're going to take down 2 or 3 bases here. It's just kind of like 1 base kill is all that we need. Adding Thors into the mix here, getting Yamato for his battle cruisers. Still no attack or armor upgrades for anything. No attack or armor for the infantry, nothing for the mech, nothing for the sky. CHAMAN's like, well, I'll just keep expanding forever then. 4 Nexuses at a time in production. He has lost 5. And the man currently has 5, and he's making 4. This is coming in on a world record of most Nexuses produced in a game of StarCraft 2. I'm just saying. He's expanding up into LiveWraith's side of the map because he's a better macroer than LiveWraith is. But LiveWraith is pretty good at making army, pretty good at doing some weird stuff too that is hard to know how to deal with it. CHAMAN is like, well, let's see what's going on the other side of the map. Pokes in there, has a carrier. I don't know if that's the right idea because there are currently 16 Vikings in the sky. Maybe not what you need in this situation, but hey, let's do our best with it, huh? So here comes the engage. Battle cruisers are fighting down here too. Is there enough? The Size Storm is getting tossed down. Mothership providing cloak on some level. But now the Mothership is dead because, again, did I mention the 27 Vikings? Landing the Vikings to fight here, too, like his hero, Clam. Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about. That was a shellacking. CHAMAN's down to 16 army supply after that. 16. It's 88 to 24. This is where LiveWraith needs to capitalize. Needs to go just a move. Just a move across the map. I would honestly go here. Just go here, kill the main base. All the tech is here. You can take out the expansions at your leisure after that. But LiveWraith's entire plan right now is nothing. Just sitting here, hanging out, having the grandest of time building this base. Actually, did the SCV building the CC die? It sure did, and it's not getting replaced either. I bet LiveWraith assumes that it's getting replaced. That's not great. That's really bad. Okay, well, I don't know, LiveWraith. You're letting CHAMAN get back into this game. He had 17 army supply. 17! And you're just like, yeah, well, you know, it'd be unfair to go attack him when he had 17 army supply. That wouldn't feel responsible. It wouldn't feel sportsmanlike. I gotta fight him when he's big and scary and then crush him. And then I'll feel better about it. That's more fun. Like playing with his food, maybe. The LiveWraith has been pretty passive, man. That early 4-axe was about as aggressive as he's gonna get. Pokes in, sticks around for a while even, but every other time he's attacked, he's gone on there, killed stuff, and then run for his life. CHAMAN's maxed out. 84 army supply, 110 probes is way too friggin' many probes. More Vikings. Did you see how many? Okay, it's Void Rays against Vikings, and it's like a couple Stalkers, not that many to be worried about. And it's just, Vikings can kind of handle all of this. Vikings trade pretty well against Immortals, actually. Yeah, a Colossus, 8 Stalkers, and 6 Void Rays. What part of that last battle made you feel like you needed more Void Rays? Do you see the Viking count? Do they have upgrades? Of course they don't. There are upgrades across the board here from CHAMAN. He's got ground attack. He's got shields. He's got air attack level 2, tectonic destabilizers. He's got great upgrades. And LiveWraith does not believe in the power of upgrades at all. He says 0-0 is good enough for him. And we'll see if it is. We'll see together if that turns out to be the case. Yeah, take that, rocks. Rocks take a while to kill. That's a satisfying destruction. Yeah. So, CHAMAN's maxed out. The discrepancy here between workers and army is hilarious. 41 workers for LiveWraith, 158 army supply. So, CHAMAN at 86 army supply is pretty good, but he is half the army supply of LiveWraith because he made too many probes. Look at these Void Rays die immediately. Void Ray down, Void Ray down, Void Ray down. Void Ray down, Void Ray down, Void Ray down. All the Void Rays are dead. The Immortals are getting crushed by Banshees. There's not enough Stalkers to handle any of this stuff. And that's it. I mean, unless LiveWraith decides to go home. Ridiculous. Ridiculous showing here. I don't even... It's over. It's done. Right? CHAMAN has nothing left. CHAMAN's making DTs. Hilariously, the man has 14 DTs. Which, no? Where are they? Oh, he's making... Oh, I kind of hate Archons worse. Hate Archons worse than I hate DTs in this situation. Man. Right, so natural base is dead. All the tech is alive. Like, getting into this main base has not been something LiveWraith has tried to do today. I'm going to ×2 this because it's over. This guy remaxed on Archons and Immortals, which this Banshee army and the battle cruisers are enough to handle in spades. He's not warping in Stalkers, is he? He's warping in Stalkers, is he? Hang on, hold on. Stalkers change the whole math here. Okay, once again, Colossus, honestly, a Colossus is such a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, come on. We land the Vikings, the Liberators are crushing everything. The Thors are actually kind of taking a lot of hits from these Immortals, in all fairness. Where did all the Banshees go? Suddenly, it's even army supply right now, and suddenly LiveWraith goes home for a good reason, which is he doesn't want to die. So, okay, where did the Banshees go? I swear there were a bunch of Banshees a minute ago. They're dead, plus the upgrades. Look at this upgrades down here. Look at it. Two attack and 2 armor across the board. It's not 3, but when your enemy has 0s, I don't think it matters as much. I really don't think that it matters as much. Dude, CHAMAN is holding on to the power of upgrades and macro. Just the sheer number of bases that he's got. The Archons I don't think were a good idea, but he had enough of them, plus the Immortals, and all the Banshees were dead. And once the Banshees are dead, well, suddenly there wasn't enough left there for LiveWraith. So Battlecruiser jumps his way into one of the like 10 bases that CHAMAN has. Kind of does a favor for CHAMAN killing a bunch of its probes because these probes are providing not a lot of value and taking up a lot of supply. So nice. Did we Yamato that Nexus? Feel like we did. Oh my gosh, an upgrade. He's working on vehicle weapons level 1 for the 3 Thors that he has. Fine. You know what? Not a bad upgrade to get. He'll hardwall himself in here too, so he can't even walk around and save this base. The hard walls are a problem. Hardwalling against TERRAN is not the greatest of moves, historically. So this is getting interesting. LiveWraith's going Battlecruiser Thor Liberator, not replacing the Banshees at all. So the Thors are actually kind of hard countered by these, or the Thors are hard countered by the Immortals. And the Stalkers handle everything else. If you have enough of them and you have the upgrades, look at this. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. He's working on +3 for 5 separate upgrades right now. For his ground dudes and his air dudes. And shields for everybody. That's fantastic upgrading from CHAMAN. I think LiveWraith is in a lot of trouble. I do. The Thors are worthless here. If there are enough Stalkers and Archons to take down the battle cruisers. Ooh, some Tempest too. Uh-oh. All right. Huge engagement. Number 3 coming in. Tempest trying to take down the battle cruisers from distance. I'm loving that. Dude, everything on the ground is dying to these immortals. Stalkers trying to fight in. No, not microing the Tempest at all is a bit of a problem, but still. Look at the immortals. We're just going, man. We are just going for it. Can we supply block the Terran? We've got 3 upgrades. This planetary's not a threat at all. I love the jump of about 4 feet. Okay, now they don't want to engage with this. Right. The Thors are pretty much unstoppable monsters. But, oh, maybe don't lose all of your Thors because you parked them where the battle cruisers were. This honestly might be a time for a recall. Okay, we just lost all of them. Unnecessary death. Oh, gosh. CHAMAN's expanding again. It's not CHAMAN. It's CHAMAN. But my brain really wants that to be CHAMAN. Playing Protoss here on, like, the platinum gold ladder. Okay, stalkering in. How many Stalkers do we have? Against 8 battle cruisers, 13, not enough. But Falcon, we have 3 upgrades. You sure do. Vehicle and ship plating level 1 is done. So these battle cruisers have an extra armor. Hang on, it's getting dicier all of a sudden. Tempest count, 5 with 5 more on the way. With good micro, I think the Tempest can do this. Yeah, Stalker's keeping the Liberators away from this thing. Liberators try to set up shop. Trying to snipe down the enemy starport while getting hit by Stalkers and by Tempest shots. The battle cruisers are injured. They are in varying stages of red and orange and yellow here. There's 1 green battle cruiser that's avoided all of this stuff somehow. He has 6 kills. Good for him. Yamato's going down, but battle cruisers are dying at an alarming rate. 2. Yeah, falling back, but dude, these Stalkers can take a lot of hits, a surprising number of hits, as they're killing these Liberators because of the upgrades they have. Yes, come around the backside, take the Liberators down from here. No, where are you going? Stalkers, where are you going? Okay, well, the Tempest took out that one. Okay, yeah, that fully upgraded Tempest, and these numbers are actually pretty scary. All right, CHAMAN. CHAMAN may have won this. He's up 114 to 42 army supply. He has 3 upgrades on everything. He has 100 bases. Yes, he's lost Nexuses today. 9 of them, to be in fact. He has 9 still, with a 10th one on the way. So 19 Nexuses being produced in a 30-minute game. Wow. Yeah, I think it came down to basically losing those Banshees for LiveWraith. Once those were dead, the Immortals really had no counter. And I don't think LiveWraith can do this. I think you volley down the battle cruisers. No, Tempests! Tempests! Help! What are you doing? Where are you going? What is this control? There you go. Just shoot at the battle cruisers from 8 miles away. They'll die. You got 1 volleys down on these guys. You've got extra bonus damage against buildings with tectonic destabilizers. That's a GG. You, sir, are a champion, says LiveWraith. Aw, look at the good banner from LiveWraith. He knows it's a game. He knows there's no reason to rage out on anybody. GG, well played. Thanks. I think that's what CHAMAN said. And that's it. CHAMAN wins. LiveWraith sent in a loss. So now that we know, right? Now that we know that he sends in losses, you will not expect to see a win from LiveWraith now. So excellent job there, LiveWraith. That was an excellent lesson in upgrading. Look at this. We've got 1-1. 1-1 for vehicles, 1 attack for vehicles, 1-1 for land vehicles, and a +1 armor for all air. No other upgrades. Look at this. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. The upgrades, they are intimidating. They are insanely good. So that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about here today. My goodness. Upgrades and expanding. Upgrades and expanding. There were still windows in this game where LiveWraith could have just kind of continued A-moving after killing a Nexus and won. But he was afraid. He didn't have all the information he needed of the enemy to see what the army was at that time. Because if he had known, I think he would have gone for the jugular. But he didn't know. He didn't know. Remember when LiveWraith had a much smaller resources loss number than CHAMAN did? I mean, it's still 9,000 resources different. CHAMAN has lost a substantial amount more. But the guy, again, produced 19 Nexuses today. 19 of them. And he made 160? Yeah, almost over 160 probes. Yeah, making Void Rays was a bad idea, but once he figured out that he needed Tempests, that was the key to this whole thing. Tempests do great against Thors, great against battle cruisers in numbers with the upgrades they had. Even pretty good against Vikings. The Vikings have literally 1 armor upgrade and nothing else. So, recommendation for next time is scouting in. When you attack somebody and kill their Nexus and they don't respond at all, that might mean they don't actually have any armor. They might not have an army. They might just not have an army if they don't respond to that. So keep that in mind. Get a scan off, right? Get a scan off and see what their army is. And that's it. So also upgrades. Get upgrades. Okay, cool. You did a little bit, but more upgrades are better. More upgrades are better. All right, that's a GG, and that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin, coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 on King's Cove. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all / Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.